Initiate. Seek and retrieve materials. Structure complete. Ready for operations. Initiate. Initiate. Begin infantry assembly building. Seek and retrieve materials. Infantry housing completed. Unable to comply. Advise.
Attending. Moving as instructed. Attending. Moving as instructed.
Unable to comply. Advise.
Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Initiate. Seek and retrieve materials.
Vampire linked. In transit to Geopoint.
Attending. Attending.
Structure complete. Ready for operations.
Vampire linked. In transit to Geopoint.
Initiate.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Commence core base build.
In transit to Geopoint. New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Initiate.
Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Initiate. Start build as indicated.
Vampire linked. Vampire linked. New Vampire stands ready for assignment. In transit to Geopoint.
Structure complete. Ready for operations. Verified for mission assignment.
In transit to Geopoint. Closing with a dash. Taking position.
Core base online. Construction complete.
Attending. Moving as instructed.
Vampire receiving. Dashing to GP. Vampire receiving.
Linked.
Vampire receiving.
Moving as instructed.
Vampire receiving. In transit to Geopoint. In transit to Geopoint.
Unable to comply. Advise.
Vampire linked. In transit to Geopoint.
Seek and retrieve materials.
Vampire linked. Vampire receiving. New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Attending.
Infantry group indicated KIA. Center geogrid.
Receiving. New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Initiate. Initiate. Begin infantry assembly building.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Initiate. Initiate. Seek and retrieve materials.
Vampire linked. New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Attending.
Unable to comply. Advise.
For assignment.
Initiate. Commence fuel draw.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Initiate. Initiate.
Vampire stands ready for assignment. New Vampire stands ready for assignment. In transit to Geopoint. In transit to Geopoint.
Unable to comply. Advise. Initiate. Fuel resources available to spend. Commence fuel draw. Initiate. Initiate.
Vampire linked.
Commence task.
In transit.
Research and development structure assembled. Fuel resources available to spend. Unable to comply. Advise.
Vampire.
Start build as indicated. Commence task.
In transit to Geopoint. Vampire linked.
SATR ROF support systems online. Fuel resources available to spend. Structure complete. Ready for operations. Materials stockpiling for use. Initiate. Commence fuel draw. Initiate. Start build as indicated. Initiate. Initiate. Unable to comply. Advise. Begin turret construction as indicated. Seek and retrieve materials.
Attending.
Vampire linked. In transit to Geopoint.
Structure complete. Ready for operations.
Vehicle engaged.
Verify permission assignment.
Receiving.
Taking turret assembled. Unable to comply. Advise.
Vampire linked. Vampire receiving. Dashing to GP. In transit to Geopoint.
Attending.
Vampire linked.
Unable to comply. Advise.
In transit to Geopoint.
Attending.
Vampire linked. Vampire linked.
Attending. Attending. Moving as instructed.
Vampire linked.
Moving as
Core
instructed.
base second tier attained.
Moving as instructed.
Materials stockpiling for use.
Vampire linked.
Attending.
Vampire receiving.
Commence task.
Linked. Attending.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Moving as instructed.
Initiate. Initiate.
Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Initiate. Start vehicle construction. Start vehicle construction. Unable to comply. Advise.
In transit.
Medium-sized enemy force going kinetic. Southwest geogrid.
Transit to Geopoint. New Vampire stands ready for assignment. In transit to Geopoint. In transit to Geopoint. In transit.
Materials stockpiling for use.
In transit.
Medium-sized enemy force going kinetic. Center geogrid.
Attending. Attending. Verified. Displacing.
Vampire receiving.
Materials stockpiling for use.
linked.
Attending. Linked.
Vehicle assembly structure online.
Vampire stands ready for assignment. Vampire receiving.
Small enemy force located. Units engaging. East geogrid. Unable to comply. Advise.
Vampire.
Materials stockpiling for use.
Attending.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment. Vampire linked.
Attending.
Vampire receiving.
Manticore assembled. Awaiting instruction.
Linked.
Vampire linked.
Attending. Attending.
Vampire linked.
Moving as instructed. Verified. Displacing.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Manticore linked. Manticore linked. Noted. Converging on geopoint.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Commence task. Initiate.
Stands ready.
Initiate. Verified for mission assignment.
Manticore assembled.
Initiate.
Awaiting instruction.
Unable to comply. Advise. Initiate. East geogrid. Unable to comply. Advise. Initiate. Seek and retrieve materials.
Manticore linked.
Commence task. Verified for mission assignment.
Manticore linked.
Vampire linked.
Turret assembled. Medium-sized enemy force going kinetic. West geogrid. Structure complete. Ready for operations. Initiate. 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 Begin infantry assembly building. Seek and retrieve materials. Research is completed. Combat indicated with large enemy force. West geogrid.
Manticore linked.
In transit to geopoint. In transit to geopoint.
Manticore linked.
Commence task. Commence task.
Vampire receiving.
Infantry housing completed.
Manticore receiving.
Vampire linked. Enemy infantry is engaged. Taking position.
Small enemy force located. Units engaging. Southeast geogrid.
Noted. Converging on geopoint.
In transit to geopoint. Dashing to GE.
Manticore receiving.
New Vampire stands ready for
Commence task. Medium-sized enemy force going kinetic. West geogrid. Commence task.
Vampire linked.
Linked.
Manticore receiving.
Verified for mission assignment.
GP.
Combat indicated with large enemy force. West geogrid. Commence task.
Vampire linked.
Verified for mission assignment.
Manticore receiving.
Commence task.
Under fire.
Ogre linked.
Support vehicle eliminated. Southeast geogrid.
Stands ready for assignment. Vampire receiving.
Manticore receiving.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Second level infantry assembly completed.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Titan ground stomp online. Unable to comply. Advise. Verified for mission assignment.
Moving as instructed.
Manticore receiving.
Moving as instructed.
Unable to comply. Advise. Initiate.
Manticore assembled.
Initiate.
Awaiting instruction.
Initiate. Unable to comply. Advise. Start build as indicated. Initiate. Initiate. Commence fuel draw.
Assembled.
Start build as indicated. Start build as indicated.
Ogre linked and ready.
Unable to comply. Advise.
Vampire linked.
Attending.
Manticore linked.
Structure complete. Ready for operations.
Vampire linked.
Ogre linked and ready.
In transit.
Structure complete. Ready for operations.
Titan. Link open.
Attending.
Small enemy force located. Units engaging. West geogrid.
Awaiting instruction.
Fuel resources available to spend.
Manticore linked. Titan, link open.
Initiate. Begin aerodrome construction. Commence fuel draw. Commence task.
Ogre linked and ready. Vehicle threat in contact. Linked.
Titan linked and receiving. Moving on geo point. Mobile to geo point.
Verified. Displacing.
Titan, link open.
Commence task.
Moving as instructed. Vehicle threat in contact.
Noted, merging on geo point. Titan, link open.
Ogre reports link.
Verified for mission assignment.
Engaged by enemy element.
Build protocol completed. Aerodrome online.
Moving on geo point.
Ogre.
Unable to comply. Advise.
Linked.
Titan,
Small enemy force located. Units engaging. Southeast geogrid. Verified for mission assignment.
New Vampire stands ready for assignment.
Unable to comply. Advise. Verified for mission assignment.
We're linked and ready.
Titan linked and receiving. Moving on geo point. Manticore linked.
Ogre linked and ready.
Titan,
Vulcan extraction system.
moving on geo point.
Ogre linked and ready.
Small enemy force located. Units engaging. Southeast geogrid. Verified for mission assignment. Vehicle engaged.
Verified. Displacing.
Titan, link open. Moving on geo point.
Vulcan receiving.
Manticore receiving.
Moving to designated coordinates. Vulcan receiving. Reloading unit shield. Moving to designated coordinates.
Aerodrome second tier completed.
Following.
Support vehicle eliminated. Southeast geogrid.
Engaged by enemy element.
Vulcan receiving.
Titan linked and receiving.
Reloading unit shield. Reloading unit shield.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Charging.
Titan linked and receiving. Mobile to geo point.
Vulcan receiving. Reloading unit shield.
Unable to comply. Advise.
Core assembled. Awaiting instruction. Titan linked and receiving. Mobile to geo point.
Research is completed.
Ogre. Moving as instructed.
Commence task.
Vulcan receiving.
Initiate. Unable to comply. Advise.
Core linked.
Small enemy force located. Units engaging. Southwest geogrid.
Ogre linked and ready.
Titan, link open.
Vulcan receiving.
Moving on geo point. Manticore linked. Moving on geo point.
Vulcan receiving. Reloading unit shields.
Holding operations.
Attending.
Manticore linked. Titan, link open.
Vulcan receiving.
Moving on geo point. Moving on geo.
Commence core base build.
Attending.
Manticore linked. Titan linked and receiving.
Attending.
Fuel resources available to spend.
Ready. Attending.
Manticore linked. Titan, link open. Holding operations.
Attending.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Moving as instructed.
Small enemy force located. Units engaging. Southwest geogrid.
Titan, link open.
Mobile core base online. Construction complete. Medium-sized enemy force going kinetic. Southwest geogrid.
Moving as instructed.
Commence task.
Ogre linked and ready.
Vulcan receiving.
Moving on geopoint.
Vulcan receiving. Loading unit shields.
Ogre linked and ready.
Moving on geopoint. Adjusting position as indicated.
Research is completed. Seek and retrieve materials. Icarus reverse polarity emitters online.
Ogre linked and ready.
Manticore linked.
Ogre linked and ready.
Titan,
Small enemy force located. Units engaging. West geogrid.
Ogre linked and ready.
Titan, link open.
Under fire! Medium-sized enemy force going kinetic. West geogrid.
Ogre linked and ready. Ogre linked and ready.
Research is completed. Initiate. Combat indicated with large enemy force. West geogrid.
Link open. Holding operations. Titan, link open.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Moving on geopoint.
Under fire!
Titan linked and
Linked.
Initiate. Unable to comply. Advise.
Titan, link open. Titan linked and receiving. Moving on geopoint.
Engaged by enemy element. Ogre linked and ready.
Manticore linked.
Reloading unit shield.
Ogre linked and ready.
Vulcan receiving you. Reloading unit shields. Unable to comply. Advise. Small enemy force located. Units engaging. Center geogrid. Drive.
Verified. Displacing.
Unable to comply. Advise. Vulcan receiving. Small enemy force located. Units engaging. West geogrid. Vulcan receiving you. Core base online. Construction complete. Mark. Extracting friendly elements.
New air element prepared for combat instruction. Titan linked and receiving. Shield recharging.
Vulcan.
Titan, link open.
Vulcan receiving. Reloading unit shields.
Link clear.
Moving as instructed.
Air unit eliminated. Center geogrid.
Moving on geopoint.
Ogre.
Titan linked and receiving.
retrieve materials. Commence task.
Ogre linked and ready.
Titan, link open.
Moving as instructed.
Vulcan receiving.
Titan, link open.
Vulcan receiving.
Engaged by enemy. Global to geo point.
Vulcan receiving.
Ogre linked and ready. Moving as instructed.
Vulcan receiving. Vulcan receiving. Vulcan receiving.
Research is completed.
Prepare for combat instruction.
Target ID successful. Tracking.
Not ready. Revectoring now.
Pegasus reporting. Assembled and ready.
Revectoring now.
Ogre linked and ready.
Vulcan receiving.
Moving as instructed.
Reloading unit shields.
Ogre linked. Ogre linked.
Icarus received. Achieved battle success.